Hey guys, it's Justin Parnell back again with another entry in our MTG Arena free-to-play series, which now has a name, and as of today, the name of this series is going to be Journey to Discovery. So, we're back with another constructed episode of Journey to Discovery, and if you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like or comment if you can, and if you want to hear more about the Thinktwice podcast, search Thinktwice MTG on YouTube, SoundCloud, Google Play Music, iTunes, Stitcher, and Spotify. If you want to support the show, go to patreon.com/ThinktwiceMTG. All right, today we have Constructed up. We'd like to alternate between Limited and Constructed, and today's Constructed, and before we play our Constructed event, we always like to open the packs that we've done in the last week. Now, due to my personal schedule where I was attending Grand Prix Atlanta, or I actually moved, I'm in a new house now, I had not been able to complete my 3 free packs of Guilds of Ravnica per the last Constructed episode that we did. So, since then, I've done those packs, plus this week's packs, or last week's packs. So, we have an additional 6 packs to open, plus the one we got from Dominaria last time, plus the 5 that we open every week. So this is going to be a total of 12 packs, 11 Guilds of Ravnica, and 1 Dominaria. So let's go ahead and lead with the Dominaria and see what we're working with and what event we're going to be playing today. All right, so really we want a dual land or a Planeswalker, right? Or a Daring Archaeologist. That was my third choice. But, you know, here we are. Okay. Creeping Shell, in case we, ever play Modern. Camaraderie, okay. Lava Coil is a great one. I think it's our 3rd Lava Coil. Sacred Foundry, this is either our 3rd or our 4th Sacred Foundry. Not a bad thing to have, ever. Discovery Dispersal, Goblin Crater Maker, both great ones. Connive and Concoct, okay. That's a playable card. Not seeing play right now, but I imagine it will at some point. Uncommon Wild Card is always great. Ooh. This is our first Doom Whisperer, which is great. This is a card we probably want more of, so always good to open one out of a pack. Not have to use a wild card on it. Okay, Harpooner's good. Any common wild cards are always great. Oh, Aurelia. Man, 2 back-to-back mythics. 2 very, very playable ones, too. Excellent. Excellent open so far today. Daring Archaeologist, be damned. Midnight Reaper. Okay, that's our 3rd one of those, along with another wild card. Still have 5 more packs to open. Let's see. Nothing really notable out of this pack. We do have our 2nd Mnemonic Betrayal. It's a lot of mythics we're opening. Not exactly one that we wanted, especially after we already have one, but hey. Could be worse, right? Alright, Uncommon Wildcard plus another Uncommon Wildcard. Plus a Drowned Secrets. Well, we'll never be using that. Status and Statue. Solid. Looks like we... Oh man, Mythic Rare Wildcard. And with our last 2, we will get another rare wild card, which is great. So, two more wild cards in this one, plus Necrotic Wound, plus a Response and Resurgence. This is a very playable card. Alright. Last pack for today. District Guide, and a Beast Whisperer. Okay. Well, Beast Whisperer is appropriate, because we are going to be playing Singleton today. In the brief moment that it's back on MTG Arena, we want to make sure we get a Singleton event in. So I'm going to take a quick break, whip up a deck that I've been, refine a deck that I've been playing on my own free time in this format while it's been up, and then I'll be back in just a moment to show you guys what that is. Alright everyone, today we are going to be playing some Singleton while it is on Arena, as we said a little bit earlier. And I have cooked up quite the ambitious deck. As you can see, this is quite literally a 5-color good stuff deck. And this is some of the most fun decks you can play in Singleton, because it's kind of just like, well, what are the most powerful cards in my collection, and how can I kind of lean into making those cards fit together in a Singleton style deck? So, good news everyone, if you've completed all of the new player experience decks, you should have every set, at least one of the Buddy Lands or the check lands, so Drowned Catacomb, Sulphur Falls, Dragonstall Summit, etc. So that gives you some solid dual lands that can come into play untapped. Guild to Ravnica obviously is giving us some shock lands, Sacred Foundry, and their friends. So being able to utilize what we have in our collection, I was able to put together a 5-color, and what's actually been very solid. I've actually completed, I've gone through 3 singletons with this. I went 5-0, 5-1, and 4-2 with some version of this deck, changing out only a few cards. I did just add in the Doom Whisper that we opened. We didn't have one of those before, and I took out an Anticipate and put in the Discovery Dispersal as well. So this deck is going to lean on making sure it can hit all of its mana. So for that, we of course have District Guide, we have Elvish Rejuvenator, we have Skittering Surveyor, Jade Light Ranger, etc. And all of our low stuff is essentially all removal or some source of card advantage. Like we said, like Find Finality, Notion Rain, everything down here is going to be removal. And then we have a bevy of Planeswalkers up at the top with Karn, Ral, Teferi, Vivian Reed, and some finishers as well, including Lyra, Doom Whisperer, Siege Gang, Tendershoot Dryad, Carnage Tyrant, and a couple of middling cards to get us there. So this is what we're going to be working with. Let's see how it does for us. All right, so in our first game, we do have 4 lands, and that's going to be really important. We have 25 in our deck total, and we have 3 colors of mana. However, we don't really have any spells we can cast, so mulliganing once in this deck is not bad because you get a Scry. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And this hand is significantly better, so we're definitely going to keep. And we are going to put Find a Finality on the bottom. We are going to be able to Skittering Surveyor at some point early, most likely getting a Mountain. But of course, it depends exactly how everything plays out. So we'll play our Golgari Guildgate. This really just solidifies that we're going to be getting a Mountain for this Ral or Teferi on turn 5. So it's tempting to get another Plains for Lyra, but creatures are generally easier to deal with. And we are going to go ahead and get a Mountain. Our opponent is going to have their choice of something that they get to steal from us, which we're not going to like, but we actually do have a lot of removal to deal with this. We just don't have any in our hand right now. And our curve is actually fairly low to be able to do this, and most of our removal is single color, which allows us to take care of early aggression. But you know, every once in a while, you're not going to have it. Okay, so they bend Lightning Strike, which is a removal spell, and then Notion Rain. And they took a History of Analia from us. Well, history is solid for sure. Would be great if we could take care of this. Thief of Sanity does not look like that's going to be the case, unfortunately. And we're going to get hit for one more turn. Now the good news is, if we can resolve this Ral, we can go ahead and take care of the Thief of Sanity. And then Ral will fall to our opponent's Knights from our History of Benalia. Let's see what they get this time. Ritual of Soot, which would obviously have been fantastic. And then getting rid of Hinterland Harbor. Doom Whisperer. Alright. That would be very nice. And that's going to be a beating. So we're going to take 10, go to 4. Most likely. We really need to take care of the Thief of Sanity, though. No, actually we need to take care of this Doom Whisperer, which we cannot do with Ral. because we only have 3. So we'll lose our Teferi and then put Doom Whisperer. Oh, that's dumb. Our opponent's just gonna be able to get it back. Well, we're gonna make him do it again, I guess. That was foolish on our part. I even thought through making sure that we killed it with the Row. They got 2 of our threats, which is pretty good. It's not that we, you know, only have a few, but the fact that they were able to get 2 early on. The good thing with Teferi is they're going to hit us with Thief of Sanity. They're going to, unless they can remove the Skittering Surveyor, they're going to have to attack Teferi with both, which we'll just let them take. If they attack with 1, then obviously we will block to save our Teferi. Alternate play could have been Hostage Taker on the Doom Whisperer, which may have been preferable, honestly. Okay. So Teferi goes down. We're only going to take 2. We will not block. So on our turn, I imagine our opponent's going to play Doom Whisperer back, which is fine. On our turn, we're going to Field of Ruin and tap Mountain Swamp. Because they did not get Doom Whisperer. They got something better. Well, that one is not in our deck. They bend a Fight with Fire and the Doom Whisperer. Okay. Well, there's a Shalai. So, regardless of what we play, of these 4, we're going to get a mountain, a second mountain. Looks like they have a lot of black. So we'll get rid of their blue. We'll get a second mountain. And we will play the Shalai. If we draw a land next turn, we can Hostage Taker, take their Thief of Sanity. If we don't, we can play Rekindling Phoenix. And we give them the land at Price of Fame, which is highly inconvenient. Alright, so we still have 1 exiled card. Now 2. They bend a Glacial Fortress and a Settle the Wreckage. So they still have 2 of our cards. I have a feeling 1 is a Vraska's Contempt. 1 is a District Guide, which essentially just draws them a card. Now the Reborn, so we sacrifice our Surveyor. Okay, Clifftop Retreat. So that will allow us to play Thief of Sanity. See the hook in the air? Hook comes down. We'll play Thief of Sanity immediately. And pass turn. We're going to need to keep Lyra, for sure. So we will discard the Rekindling Phoenix. I'm not super excited about this going off, but and Hostage Taker, our Hostage Taker. Yep, then play Hostage Taker and get Thief of Sanity and then kill us. That's a good play. Well, at least we know Lyra would not have worked. Alright, assuming our opponent does not forget to attack us, we're going to be starting this event down 1. Alright, game 2 with our Singleton League, and we're on the draw. We have a History of Banali, which we're not going to be casting for a while. However, we have a lot of other removal, which we can, so we are definitely going to keep this hand. We have 3 lands, which for this deck is essentially the minimum of what we're able to keep, and we will keep. And if our opponent is playing a creature-heavy deck, then we're going to be in good shape. Where was any of this against that Thief of Sanity last time? Okay. Well, Mountain is a good start for our hand to line up with potentially what they might have. Okay. Play our Dragon Skull Summit. Drown Catacombs actually a solid draw. It comes into play on tap off of our swamp. Ooh, they may be playing something similar to us. We have Teamer so far to our Grixis. Okay, there's Selesnya. Alright, we'll play our Sacred Foundry. Tapped. I think the gig may be up. We need a green, they need a black. Now, having 5 colors of mana does not mean that our decks are similar. They're playing Lockets for fixing. I wanted to play no such thing. Now, we could concoct and try to hit, which I actually think is worth it, because otherwise just we're going to be waiting for removal. So we don't need this other mountain. We'll take the Clifftop Retreat for History of Banali next turn. We'll get a Shalai. Pretty good chance we were going to hit something. It kind of shows the power of this card. The fact that we had nothing in our graveyard. Our opponent can, you know, in the event they are thinking about countering it, we could just miss. And it might not be worth it for them, but, you know, you just don't know. Since it doesn't choose, you don't choose the creature. You don't target the creature. Rather, you just choose it when it happens, so powerful card. And Concoct, I feel like, is actually one of the best reanimation spells that we've had in a while for Standard, probably since Unburial Rites. Looks like our opponent's going to spend 2 removal spells on Shalai. Yep. Indeed they are. Okay, well that's 2 powerful cards they have played and lost. And we will simply go on with our lives and play this History Benalia. And put some more pressure on them. Now we do need green. We have everything else for the rest of the game we could possibly need. But we do need green for this Vivian Reed. The only other card in our deck we cannot cast is Carnage Tyrant.
I never back down from a challenge.
Okay, we are gonna start fighting this Rao. That is going to be something that is going to be important for us. We're also going to keep playing our lands out. We are 2 more land draws away from... Okay, 1 more land draw away. And of course we'll play this tapped. Need to get a 9 for the Fight with Fire. Seven in play, 1 in hand. So this will be very good at some point this game. This card acts a lot like Bonfire of the Damned when you kick it. For those of you that remember that one. On the giving or receiving end. I prefer to be on the giving end. Off the top of the deck with no cards in hand, if I could choose. Okay, so they are going to be taking one of our knights, which is fine. We are going to deal that knight too, because I do want to hit Rao for 4. Let's see, we have 4 red, 3 black. I guess we'll play another black. If our opponent plays another creature that is not legendary, we should be able to handle that. We don't have a lot else going on. Our opponent has what looks to be 8 cards in hand, so... Well, it should fix their mana. The fact that they cast Connive on our knight last turn leads me to believe they don't have a removal spell. Obviously they had a couple of looks plus their draw step. If we had a Chromatic Lantern... Okay, so I guess they're content with their Rao just biting the dust. This Profane Procession might be difficult to beat. We do have a couple of ways to get rid of it. One of them is in our hand. We've of course not drawn no green sources. It takes 5 mana, so they're going to get hit a couple of times. They only have 4 here. Looks like they might be trying to reanimate something out of our graveyard. Who knows, though? Okay. There's their own Shalai. Which, of course, we cannot cast down. Okay. There's a Doom Whisperer, but... And we can't fight with fire and do much about that. So we are going to play this Doom Whisperer, if only for our desire to surveil a couple of times. Okay. Let's surveil, see what we come up with. Knight of Autumn. Knight of Autumn is actually good. Vraska's Contempt is also good to get rid of that Shalai. We'll stick with the Knight of Autumn first, though. Wait, we have no green. Okay. Vraska's Contempt will take care of the Shalai then. So we will keep that. And let's do it one more time. Okay, there's one green. We'll keep that. We ultimately do need to draw a second one, but that's a start. Okay, no attacks from our opponent, that's fine. In case they have some sort of discard spell, we're going to hold the mountain. We know we have a deadish draw next turn. Not dead necessarily, but does not unlock our Vivian Reed quite yet. Our opponent is on 8 mana. Vraska Relic Seeker, okay.
All hands on deck. Make your captain proud.
Okay, so we are going to go ahead and fight with fire. It's going to be a lot of mana, but this is the best. We are going to need to get rid of this Vraska while we can. Kick it. 1, 2. That'll be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2 here. It's a lot, but that's kind of what it's in the deck for. Now we could have cast down, attack for 2, put our opponent to 4, but we don't have a great way to fight through the rest of that 4 damage, especially with a profane procession, so we would have ultimately succumbed to the Vraska. I mean, we obviously know what's in our hand, so. And the good thing is, our opponent is not able to easily play out threats of their own and leave up the profane procession. Okay. Speaking of things that can make us discard, we have a bolus. You'd really like to draw another green right now, or a way to kill this. Okay. Siege Gang Commander is not bad. We can this will take out Bolus. If we had another one, we could take out Vraska as well. Now, I feel like they have some sort of reanimation spell. Because they were looking in graveyards at some point ago. Let's see, I imagine they don't sacrifice anything. Maybe they're mountain. Okay, sacrifice a Hinterland Harbor. I guess it's all the same with Chromatic Lantern. Interesting, either way. Nexus of Fate? Oh, that's bad. That is particularly bad, actually. So, Profane Procession can get our Siege Gang, which is poor. Looks like they're not going to be risking that. Seems odd, considering you could have used the Profane Procession and actually got a creature that you're interested in under there. We'd really love to draw another green for this Vivian Reed. District Guide, Skittering Surveyor. Alright. Okay. So, first order of business is destroy this procession. Because we're not going to be able to easily get threats out there while that's in play. And as it currently stands, our opponent could not kill this. Now, they could untap Ross's Contempt and then, you know, we're in an equally rough spot. But if we can untap with Vivian Reed and we're drawing a couple of cards a turn, then I feel a lot better about our chances. I also wouldn't hate to draw our own Fine Finality, get back Siege Gang, and probably Knight of Autumn. Siege Gang for sure. Maybe Shalai to go with our Knight of Autumn, and we can pump our tokens. All right. Well, there's an Assassin's Trophy. We will take an action, and let's get a Forest. Which leaves us with one basic land left in our deck. And they're going to essentially tap out to draw 2. Our own Assassin's Trophy would be great to take care of this Vraska, which is quickly approaching Ultimate. We do not have it. Plenty of ways to destroy creatures. Oh, it was a Talpa. Okay, well,
As long as we win.
I don't think we have a way to deal with this, so we're probably just dead. We're definitely just dead. We don't even need them to, our opponent to ultimate Vraska for us to be dead. Though I imagine that they will. So again, plus and then ultimate and then kill us. That's cute. Now they're just going for style points. I can't say that I blame them. This is a very style points heavy deck. There's the emblem. Imagine we get two activations from Teferi.
Hold that thought.
Because why not?
Keep up the pace.
Sure thing. Then one attack from Zapalta will do us in. I am going to Justice Strike. For nothing. And then we'll take it. Trigger the Queen. And bite the dust. And this very frequently happens, I feel like, when I am recording this series, is I do well with the deck, take it in, do poorly, but this is, we're not going to end here. We didn't get a Mythic for our trouble. Narhumea. No. We're going to run back another Singleton. Same deck. I still believe. Let's go. Alright. Game one of the next one. This hand is not going to make it work. So we are going to mulligan. Again, we're going to mulligan, go to 5. 4. Okay. We'll keep. We're going to put Blink of an Eye on the bottom. This might just not be our day. Alright, well, we have all of our colors, so there's that. Maybe if we can settle the wreckage on turn 4 and then play Carnage Siren on turn 6, we have a shot. If our opponent does not slaughter us. Oh, okay, we are going to get slaughtered, yeah. The full slaughter. Okay. Okay. So, we are going to be able to settle the wreckage. Alright, next turn, they're going to be like, surely he doesn't have settled the wreckage, right? In our clearly 5-color deck on a mulligan to 4. Yeah. Have at it. Here we go. Here we go. Alright. It is mentored. Alright. This is our shot. This is our shot. They're going to have a lot of lands, but we're not dead. Where we would normally be very dead. Thank you. I wish there was a thank you. I'll just say hello. Hello. Hello, I'm still alive. Against all odds. Maybe this is our luck turning around. And our opponent casts Banefire next turn and kills us. Can't play that, unfortunately. Had we drawn the planes, we could have played things in a slightly different order, but... Ooh, Demanding Dragon, that's not good. I want to be taking 5 for that. Okay, well, we do have a Doom Whisperer. Even though we're dead, we are dead, by the way. Our opponent can simply pump Resplendent Angel or attack us with Sky Knight Legionnaire. Alright, tackle all of our creatures. What creature do we want to kill? We'll kill this angel. Show them that demons are better than angels. Alright. One down. Opposite direction. Even with the Settle the Wreckage. All right, game 2. Still shy on the land. 2 good lands, but not enough of them. 2 good lands here still. Even though it's not enough, we do have a scry. So this one I actually am going to keep. And we're basically just going to look for lands. Scry anything that's not a land at the bottom. That is not a land. We'll put it on the bottom. Now, of course, you're probably saying, well, Justin, clearly this land, this deck needs more lands. We have 25. You're probably right. Maybe it needs 26 land. If we get one more, we can Eldritch Rejuvenator off to the races a little bit. And we do not. It doesn't look like our opponent is going to be killing us quite as quickly as our last opponent wanted to. So now, any land will do. I suppose if we're looking at things to discard, we're going to be looking at this Shalai first. This does the worst job at catching us up. And I suppose we can just go ahead and bounce something. No, I'd rather take some damage. Discard the Shalai. And then if they have something bigger, we can bounce that. Yep, that resolves. Well, at least they make sure we don't discard again. I would 100% take the Eldritch Rejuvenator if I was my opponent, but it's none of these 5-drops. It's something down here. Probably this one. And they take the Jadelight Ranger, which is also respectable. Okay, Mountain. Okay. Rejuvenator. Give me something good. Forest, hey, it's better than nothing. We are a land away from Siege Gang. Would have been able to play that Jadelight Ranger the following turn. Still would have missed on Shalai, so that was a good discard. Vraska Relic Seeker. So if we hit a swamp or black source, we can contempt the Vraska. We're not going to block here, though. Okay, Gateway Plaza. That, I mean, it's good enough. We'll pass the turn for now. The Mending of Dominaria. The top 2 cards, return a creature. So I can return the Imp. Probably that Twilight Prophet that they just bend. Oh, they got the Imp back. Okay. Oh, they can play the Imp this turn. Something to be said for that, for sure. Then get this Twilight Prophet back next turn. Let us not block again. And bounce this Menace creature. Since we're going to be contempting the Vraska. No doubt another Menace creature's coming down the pipeline, but blocking will be something we're able to do shortly, but not quite yet. No need to wait. No need for us to wait on this. If our life total is at 1, we are toast. Oh, a Multani. I imagine they're not going to get that back. They'll probably get back the Twilight Prophet. Indeed they do. No lands to return next time, though, which is good. Well, fortunately for us, it doesn't matter too much what they take. I imagine Siege Gang Commander, but they took Teferi. Siege Gang is for sure the thing that can get us back in the game the quickest. Not excited about that coming down the pipeline. Okay. Well, this doesn't have trample or anything, so that's at least a blockable creature. And no blocks again, we'll go to 9. Siege Gang, and then we'll Tender Shoot Dryad. Oh no, they lost their... Then shuffle your graveyard in your library? Oh, they lost their Multani. That's good. Well, that's much better for us. That was definitely a card I was concerned about. Okay, so they take out Siege Gang. Profit, okay. I mean, it's going to be a problem, for sure. We need to take out the Menace creature, and we'll take 2 here, go to 7. Not exactly what we want to do, but it is what we are going to do. Looks like today just not our day on Singleton. We do get to have this come into play untapped. Tender Shoot Dryad, we have 6, 7, 8, and then 9. So we narrowly miss having the City's Blessing. Looks like we are likely dead regardless, so let's make a 1/1. I guess the best case scenario is our opponent make some sort of mistake, or who knows. Journey to Eternity. Okay, we're at 4, so we are just dead. I guess we're not dead, but we are essentially dead. Okay, so lose hexproof. They can play something. If they try to, whatever they put this on. Okay, that's good. Thought we were going for old Journey to Eternity, but not the case, it appears. Yeah, if they attack with all creatures, we're toast. Okay, alright, we're not toast. They want to defeat Karn. Karn will be soundly defeated. And we will live to fight another day. Maybe to draw Settle the Wreckage? Nope. Rekindling Phoenix? That's not going to do it. That is just not going to do it. We're going to Settle, try to save us twice. And it would have not worked. Oh, we're going to go to 1. If they attack with just the reassembling skeleton, I'll just let it happen. Oh no, they're just going to drain us with their Sky Marcher. Alright. Just not our day. Just not our day. Okay, let's claim our prize. So, we get an uncommon and a mythic. March of the Multitudes. Now, I want to point something out here, okay? We spent, so we go to Singleton, we spent 500 gold. We got 100 back both times because we did the worst possible. So 400 gold, and we open an uncommon and a mythic both times. With a chance for more because it increases the higher up the ladder you go. And of course you can get your gold back at 4 wins. So events like these for free-to-play players are actually really great. We ended up with two new cards for our collection, despite our record. So, honestly, if you have the opportunity to play these events, whether it be Singleton constructed events, competitive constructed events, are actually a really good deal because the cost for what you're getting out of it, this constructed event, it's 500 gold, and I think getting a rare is 4 wins. Yeah. And then 2 rares is at 6. So you got to think for 1,000 gold being equal to a booster pack, events that give you a rare for doing nothing, at least, is a very good deal. So even though we did poorly today, we won nothing. The only thing we won is opening booster packs. But, you know, sometimes it's about the journey. And that is why this is the Journey to Discovery. Thank you guys for watching. We will be back next time with some more limited action. Not exactly sure what we're going to be playing. I know some new limited formats are coming to Arena pretty soon. But if you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe to this channel, leave a comment and a like. And if you want to hear Thinktwice podcast, search Thinktwice MTG. You can find it on this channel on YouTube, but as well SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play Music, Stitcher, and Spotify. And of course, if you want to support the show, patreon.com/ThinktwiceMTG. But that's the show for this week. Thank you guys very much for watching. Catch you next time.